Happy Thursday. Good morning. Good morning. Back with another content, guys. How are you? Hope everything is well. Um, I hope everything is well, guys, and stuff like that. It's Happy Thursday. Back again with our next content and a Happy Thursday, guy. This one is a troubling and disturbing one. But what can we say? I'm trying to do this content before 7 o'clock. So let's unpack the story quick and fast. I hope your Wednesday and Thursday, like now, just begin. Going to be a great day, peaceful day and an ambitious day. Without Almighty God, where would we be? So we always have to have Almighty God in the midst. But nevertheless, guys, let's unpack the story quick and fast on this Thursday to give you guys your content and your story for this Thursday. Court rejects British man bid to adopt disabled Jamaican boy. A British university lecturer who attempt to adopt a Jamaican child with severe medical complication has lost his appeal after the Court of Appeal upheld findings that he was unfit and unable to meet the child's welfare needs. So I wonder where he was going to take the child. Go to British school, collect what? All kind of disability money for the child? The ruling delivered by Justices Paulette Williams, Marcia Dunbar Green, and Georgina Fraser ends the lecture 5-year effort to adopt now the 13-year-old boy whose name has been withheld to protect his identity. All right? The appellant, whose parents are Jamaican, said he first learned of the child after the boy's mother posted on social media that she intended to give up the child for adoption due to her inability to care for him. She handed the child over to the appellant in August 2016, and he applied for adoption in February 2020 in the family court in Montego Bay, St. James. In 2022, however, the family court found that the 58-year-old applicant, identified as Carr, had failed adequately to address the child's overall well-being, including both his educational and complex medical needs. These challenges include a buildup of fluid in his brain. Okay? He also have a condition which a gap forms in the bones of his spine, as well as a clubfoot. Georgia. The child, who is not biologically related to the applicant also, and so the child is not even related to the applicant, okay? And the appellant also had incontinency. He had so the appellant, that's the man who's applying to adopt the child, is not related to the child, okay? Also, the child has a hearing impairment, allergic, okay? Conjunction that right now the little boy is not don't belong to this man. How did this man find out? He found out that the woman is trying to give away the child. All right. The child also have conjunctivitis in left eye and tinea, a skin condition. All right. So we have that injunction. That man is not related. That man found out that the child was being adopted through the media, basically. The court noted that the child missed crucial appointments at the Bustamante Hospital for Children, did not obtain recommending hearing aids, okay, or the orthopedic shoes. Remember, the child have clubfoot. The court also learned that the child had been sleeping in the same bed as the appellant. So this appellant the child is 13 and your appellant is sleeping with a disabled child. For what reason? For what reason, sir? So you're going to take this child to England and you the big man is sleeping with the 13-year-old child. When and where? Anyways. The court also learned that the child had been sleeping in the same bed as the appellant in his home, which was said to be unhygienic. Oh, Jesus. The appellant claimed the child was scared. Oh, wow. Based on the reports from the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, the absence of required background and character references, and the CPFSA called for the psychiatric assessment, the family court judge concluded that the transferring the child to the appellant would likely not severe and serve the child's welfare and best interests. All right? She identified roughly 20 areas of concern, mainly centered on the boy's medical and educational care and gaps in the appellant background information. So here you are in England, claims that you're a lecturer, a university lecturer, but when it's time for them to check out your background, nobody know nothing about your background. Your background is vague. Not only that, you didn't go make the child go get his orthopedic shoes because he has club foot. You didn't even go follow up with all his medical appointments at the Bustamante Hospital, and they found you sleeping with the 13-year-old in the bed. So who want you to go take up their disabled child now? But after all of these problems, to go bring it to British, to go bring it to UK, go bring the child to England for what? For you to go collect a bunch of money like how Dwayne allegedly collecting? Like how Dwayne come out here and donate all in disability money to Auntie Dana and now a bushfire? Talk about Auntie Dana is a fraud? Is that what you know, Depan? Seriously? Because if you weren't taking care of all of these things in Jamaica, then when you go to England, you weren't going to take care of shit. You were just only going to collect the money. Allegedly. Sir, don't come and curse me. Sir, you have the right to leave your side under the comment section. Yes? Because I know some of these stories that I'm going to drop, I know some of you is going to come and say, oh, it's not true, or this and that. Because I dropped the story already, and the lady for the story came right underneath the content. All right, remember I tell you guys this, okay? Channel is small, but it makes an impact. Remember I tell you guys this. So nevertheless, based on the report, guys, the assessment and the family court concluding transferring the child to the appellant would likely not serve the child welfare best interests. She identified roughly 20 areas of concern, mainly centering on the boy's medical and education care and gaps in the appellant's background information. So here you are a lecturer in a university in England, but the people them couldn't get your background. What kind of paperwork you have? Don't check out. Allegedly, the paperwork, them are fraudulent. Allegedly, don't mix me. Because if your background cannot be checked out, there's something wrong. If you're working in a university as a lecturer, that background is supposed to pen out quick and fast. But we heard about the story in the States where this man was illegal in the States, but he was a big principal. Remember that story that I unpack on here? So we know something strange and I'm feeling. Oh, beginning and always believing. Hey, finish the song, you know. Anyways, guys, we're just going on with myself. Anyways, let's continue. Anyways, so they identify roughly 20 areas of concern, mainly centering on the boy's medical and education care and gaps in the appellant background information. Move your A. The court appeal agreed, stating that the evidence showed woeful neglect and the child long-term health care requirements. All right? So this man was trying to adopt the child. Another major concern was the appellant's inability to provide variable background details. His affidavit indicated that he had not lived at a fixed address in the United Kingdom for more than 30 years. So how you adopt people and you have no fixed address, sir? And the child is disabled, club foot, eye problem, back problem, hearing problem, and you don't have no fixed address, and then they found you sleeping with the boy? Oh, we're gonna shout, Mama Mia, Mama. Only Jamaica you guys could go and claim that you guys want to adopt kids, because a lot of time these mothers just hand over their children. You think it's gonna be like freaking Jaden, how the mom just hand him over and then claims that she was having a hard time and then end up having 3 others after him and didn't go back for Jaden, and when him dead now they go pull her out of the rock somewhere. Oh, I had to give him away, I didn't have nowhere to stay, but I had 3 others. That's why I don't really follow up that Jaden story. As sick, as bad as you hear me sound, that's why I really don't follow up that Jaden, because liberty come through carelessness. And let me stick up in there and let me show you how liberty come through carelessness. Jaden's mother sent him to his dad. The dad gave his brother or the family or the auntie Jaden. Yes? Jaden, the man who, the family and the so-called auntie and the so-called this and that, who had Jaden didn't even have a proper phone that is working. Remember what the boy said? Don't call Jaden on WhatsApp. Call Jaden, no. Don't call Jaden on the regular phone because he has no minutes on the phone. Call him on WhatsApp. So therefore that boy is supposed to be searching for Wi-Fi somewhere. That means it's not a working phone. Okay? Not only that, we get to understand the day when Jaden left, Jaden had to go in his saving box, saving pan, go take up money for pizza because the father gave him, supposed to give him $3,000 and he ended up giving him $5,000. And if you give that child more than the money he's supposed to get that morning, then that morning he's not even supposed to go get no pizza because he already have money and double and triple. Tells you not even lunch money they were giving that child. Because if you're giving that child, you used to give that child 3,000, and then you said that you never had change, and you gave him 5,000, and then he went back in his saving pan to go get more money to buy pizza. Not even lunch money they were giving that child. They were just giving that child money to buy bulla and box juice. Be honest. So Jaden mom gave the child to the family that hardly could have looked after Jaden. Think about it. If you give a child a phone that doesn't work, you're not paying for the plan. You're not looking after the child. A child's supposed to have a working phone nowadays days. Forget about an iPhone and all of this and that. You could buy a child a regular phone and the child will say, okay, long as you could track that phone, long as it's safe, long as you could hear from that child. You get me? So a lot of you mothers out here will go and give away you guys' children to people that you guys don't know and think the people that you guys are giving the children is doing better than you guys. Nah. And the reason why I didn't really follow up the Jaden story that much, because I find that the mom is a little bit careless. You cannot give away your claims that the child is a fourth child and you gave him away. You never take him back, but you have 3 others. Where did I see the 3 others? Right there at your foot. That's carelessness, brother. Why you give away your child and then end up having more children? And why do you guys continue to have the kids them here and here and scatter like shot? Why? So these are the things that I'm talking about. If you cannot keep all of your children them at your foot, don't have them, bro. And if you cannot look after your children and every day you're on the mercy of the world with the youth, them don't have them, bro. See how government have you guys sterile right now because of body and breasts. But before, back in the days, black woman would never take a birth control. She just continue to have them. Because them say, man, yes, and then we shout out here, picking our wall man again. Be honest. And when the Jaden story bus, I said to you guys, so the mom gave away Jaden and had 3 others. Because she said she has 7 or 6 kids in total. So I keep on asking you guys, but wait a minute. So Jaden is the 4th one. So did she have more others or Jaden was the youngest one? I couldn't figure out the math. I was just wrestling with my brain and said, no man, let me do this math over. No man, let me do this counting. And so what was going on until L.A. Luz could draw her out somewhere. Woman didn't even have a working phone, but yet still continue to have children. In these times, L.A. Lewis had to go give her a working phone while the baby father behind her talk about, no man, yeah man, no man, yeah man, no man, yeah man. Right? Seriously. And when we hide and look, while she's out here crying, we saw the 2 other little kids. Can you give away your child and go have a couple more? Can you have your child in a different country and in a first world country and have more kids? And don't look back to go and sponsor and go get the other? Be mindful out here on the trad. And be mindful out here how you guys give away your children and claim that the person who you guys giving your children is better off than you. You better you suffer with your child and eat bread more than to give your children nowadays is to people. Simple as this. All right, boom. Before we even get back into the story, we have back in the days again, in my country, the government used to go take out the indigenous children out of the home. What was the sad story about it? A lot of them died. A lot of them get raped off. A lot of them can't be found. Seen? Then you have another story again where children aids used to target the black community. And when I hold on our mouth and talk, we will come in and pack those like one by one, like how you pack up bread. Because we got the stories. These are certain things we shy from and certain things we don't talk about. But if you're going to talk about real life issues, let's put everything on the board. You have back in the days how children aids used to plague the black community. It came out in the newspaper, came out in documentary, came out in the whole widespread in my country. Taking away people's kids. When you hide, majority of these children end up in gangs. Yes? When you hide, majority of these children end up being young teen moms. When you hide, a lot of these children drop out of high school. When you hide, a lot of them out here bust gun. Because remember, when you go to children aids at times, when you run up your mouth with your mother and run up your mouth with your father, as soon as you go to children, there's a medication and put you on because you have behavior problem. Yes? By the time you look, you're under some curfew and rules and regulation that you never listen to your mom and dad that they put you under. So all of these kind of things, people. So be mindful where your children them end up at. Be careful. Be mindful. Because a lot of time when children aids even come in your life and take away those kids, if you don't act according to and act fast, they'll end up being crown ward. And let me tell you something, a lot of times they end up being crown ward. They will put the child in a group home and give the group home mother a bag of money, give the workers a bag of money. But if you're supposed to keep that child and apply for welfare and disability, you don't even get half of that money. So be mindful how not having the kids them out here and have them out here as pawns. But to not give this kid to this and give this kid to this. So the parents never check out this man's background. Don't know that this man don't even have a fixed address, but was gonna pass on the disabled child that has an eye problem, ear problem, back problem, and clubfoot problem. Is the judge had to say, no, wait a minute, we're not sending that kid nowhere. So let's finish unpack the story. Another major concern was the appellant's inability to provide variable, and verifiable background details. In the affidavit indicated that he had not lived at a fixed address in the United Kingdom for more than 30 years, lying mongrel dog, and had moved frequently between jobs. So the man came over, well, I'm paying a job. Well, I'm pay a job if you want to pay a job. Well, I'm pay a job if you want to pay a job. Well, I'm pay a job if you want to pay a job. Now, if I want to out here job hopping or hey. These are the things that I'm talking about. Rooted and grounded and self-discipline. Raise your hand if you're in a job for the very long time and still I go through. Seriously. Man couldn't even keep a job, just a job from one end to the next. No, stick up in there. We get to understand now in the black race, in the black culture, most of us going to be job hopping in our 40s. Most of us is going to be looking for a job in our 40s. I hear Tracy Moore, a news lady that was out here doing a big show out here, and they paused the show, get rid of the show, and now that girl is looking for another job. So we know a lot of times that we black folks don't retire in our jobs if you're not careful. If you're not sharp like a razor and grounded like a tree, at times you don't retire out of your job, then push you out of your job. Say amen. Kiss me teeth and pass, okay? So we're not making any excuse for him, but the man was jumping in and out of job and you want to adopt kid. Move. Let's continue. Okay, so let's go. So right now, he had moved frequently between jobs. His overseas employment documents were unverified. But now have no work. Yo, sir, nobody come beat me underneath the comment section. Come and tell us your story. Them say you never have no pay stub. Move. Seriously. Anyways, employment documents weren't unverified. Okay, and he did not submit a home study report from the Netherlands where he had lived and initially planned to take the child. Here now, sir. So you are a British man, heard that the child have a problem over the ear, and decide to adopt the child. Don't have your ducks in a row. You're going to take the child to, because when people hear England, them jump for joy. So you're going to go take the child to England, say that you're working in England, say that you have a job in England, but when we hide, no, you were going to bring the child to Netherlands. You slick like Slick Ricky, and when we find out you were sleeping with the disabled child in the same bed saying that the child is scared. Really, sir? Oh, boy, the judge may have to shake your hand for this one. Where he had lived initially, planned to take the child. Oh, man. Let's continue. An interim adoption order issued in 2021. This case been going on for a while, people. We'll soon get the audio to you. Gave the appellant temporary legal authority to secure medical care for the boy. He missed out enough appointments. But he did not act on it, like I said, claiming he did not understand it. The judge accepted that written order was issued late, but the rule that did not excuse his failure to address the child's most critical medical needs. All right. Justice Williams, writing for the Court of Appeal, said the family court properly applied the welfare first principle under the Children Adoption Act. Pick up yourself, Judge. Let me shake off your hand. Bring the child where, sir? You don't have no job, sir. Allegedly, sir. And you don't have no fixed address, allegedly, sir. And you don't have no bed for the child because the child was sleeping with you, sir. Big 13-year-old child. Where you get that from? Where you get that from, sir? So we out here with your story like midnight, like daylight. Right and bright like the birds them coming up for worm. Seriously, all right? There were ample material to support her conclusion. There was no error of the law or principle that would justify disturbing the family court decision, she said. Appeal it now, big man. Appeal it. The appeal was dismissed and the refusal of the adoption was upheld. No order for cost was made. The child remains under state supervised care to ensure ongoing medical, educational, and developmental support. God a judge, keep the child where I'm supposed to keep it. Because mama can't look after him. Mama came on news, on TV, on phone. In the phone, as Dana would say, in a phone. And say, me I give away my kid. That's how this man end up starting to say he want to pick up on the kid. You guys don't believe me? Okay, then I soon get to the top of the story. 1 second. Attorney Dina McFarlane represent the appellant while Kay and Park appear for the Office of Children Advocate, the child court appointed guardian. All right, guys? So that was the story, to be honest. So let me show you something again. So I said the mother couldn't look after the child and the mother came in a phone, as Auntie Dana would say. All right, I am a liar and I like to make stories because I want views. And I come and put all kind of story on my head that is not true because I want views. Yes? Okay, Cynthia. Wait a minute. The mom posted on where? Come talk to me now, man. Come talk to me nice. The mom posted where people come now, man. Come into the people in business. The mom posted on social media. So she don't want the kid. Because she can't take care of the kid. So read with me, will ya? Where did the mom post it? The appellant, whose parents are Jamaican, said he first learned of the child after the boy mother post on social media that she intended to give him up for adoption. Social media on fire right there. And then from in August 2016, he applied for the adoption. And February 2020, in the court in Montego Bay, So this court case has been happening for a while. For a while now, and the judge said, no, wait a minute, we're holding on to the child. Because remember, a lot of people decide out here to give away their children. And when they give away those kids, like I said, guys, they end up in the wrong hands. All right? We heard a story out here about Shay, how Shay gave the lady to a lady in UK. Something happened to the child. Child went to the hospital and woman don't know nothing about the child. And baby father had to go get child. Children needs a car. Shit. We heard that story too now. I want to out here pick pan no girl because them the girl is not my cup of tea of any sort. But we're just going to the story we want to have out here. We want to have one of the kids them out here more time and not big and careless with them. But every day on the out here bring them people kids, them favor monkey, them favor dog, them do this, them do that, them do that. Hold up your hand if you have your children them at your feet. And hold up your hand if you're out here looking after your kids them. Hold up your hand when you come to your kids them, you say kids. Remember, I tell you guys this. So enough carelessness are going on in the black community. A lot of you moms out here give away children and end up a breed and have children again and get pregnant again. And then you guys have some of you mothers again now. Don't want the father, the biological father, to see the kids, but to not have Dick, Tom, and Harry around the kids. Make that make sense for me. And as soon as the man pick up a new woman, wanna find out, me don't want that girl around me. But you guys have 10 different men around the child. So make that make sense for me. Kiss me teeth and pass. Let's get to the audio because I soon jump off of this. You understand? So I had to come and bring this news early in the morning, yeah? Yeah? Because we said different story, different time. So we're all the way in British. Right here we are in the courthouse, yes? So this happened in Jamaica, but the man is British. So we're like cross from Jamaica and British right now. And the Netherlands. Because where he was going to bring that child to the Netherlands. Where this man claims that he's working in Britain, in Bristol, in Britain, in the UK, in London. Wherever the British cut 10 times, that's where we are this morning. So with your Netherlands, with your Jamaica, and we're right there in the British, because the man is British, the judge is Jamaican parents and all, and Netherlands was going to be the hometown. But the man couldn't prove no background, nothing from the Netherlands, couldn't prove no background, nothing in the UK or London or British or wherever, and couldn't prove who he was. His background was very vague. And he wanted the people, them kids. Oh my. Anyways, kiss me teeth and pass. I gotta run out just now. So I'm not gonna stay with you guys long enough, not at all. Because I think a lot of times I give you guys belly full all dinner in one temp. But sometimes it's a lot that I give you guys, okay? So let's see if we could unpack the story quick and fast, okay? Please and thank you.
Reaction when I hear that the judge told the child. They cried. Say anything before. Yeah, but we didn't want to see it. It was fine. I cried so much. And like when he's going away, is my grandson, baby mother, living in St. Elizabeth. She took best care of him. Yes, the child loved him so much because she have a child from a grandson that died and very out there. So when he's going, that she child, and he said every day, every night he loved her so much. When he go there, he don't even want to do but this he cannot do more. He can't do more. Can't do more. And the little boy love him and he love the little boy.
You hear them too, yeah. What do they know about this man? What them know about this man?
This man always come and
visit us.
See?
They come and visit us.
You see? So you see how they here vowing for this man that don't have a background? What wrong with Jamaican people? Now you see how they're vowing for this man that don't have no background. Yo, the court says the man background cannot be verified. His home address cannot be verified for 30 years. His job cannot be verified. I know background from the Netherlands. And he loved the child and gonna take the child. Rasta man. Seriously? That's how Jaden end up dead nowadays is allegedly. Because the mama end up giving away the child because she can't bear the child but end up with a couple more at her feet. Hey, listen. This is why I stay away from these kind of stories, because I don't like carelessness. No matter back in the days, black woman and black man used to take care of their kids no matter what the situation was. No matter what the situation was. So let's continue.
And he never look less than how he's supposed to look.
You're there.
Not hungry, not naked. We didn't go there with the naked. Not hungry, not naked, not dirty.
You're there.
Nothing, like that.
So if the man want to adopt the child, is he going to bring the child around you guys naked? No, he's not. He's going to do his best, but he couldn't prove it to the court that he was fit to be that adoptee. The man was a scuminar. The man was also sleeping with the 13-year-old child in the bed, allegedly. And I mean, the court said it. They said that was disgusting and it wasn't right. And what was his excuse? The child was scared. Okay, sir.
We don't see anywhere he's not getting killed.
See there?
At no point in time. Because when he go abroad,
you're there.
Always left him with one of my son, my grandson, baby mother in St. Elizabeth. And she take the best care of him. He loved it. He loved that child so much because he had another brother out there from my grandson. So Papi loved his brother and Kim, that's his stepmother, so much that even when he's not around, he don't miss him. He just want to know that he's back in his life. So the matter of missing to say, well, he gone and we want him to come because he's not getting any good care. No, nothing like that. And when the child heard about, when his brother, his little brother, heard about that Papi taken away, the mother said he cried so much.
Because the court system has the child. Court system say, I'm not leaving this child with these parents, and I'm not giving the man from British this kid. We're holding on to that child. Let the child stay in the custody of children aids, the way I see it. Because you guys were ready to usher him away like a usher plate, like a church usher, like you usher somebody out of the church, bro. You guys are not fit to look after the child. The child has club foot. The child has a back problem, an eye problem, and a hearing problem. So obviously you guys cannot look after the child. So what make you guys think the man in Britain, the British man, was going to take care of that child? He's going to bring that child, go collect disability money off that child. Nothing more. Nothing less. We hear it all. We hear about the freeness that everybody nowadays days are looking. We hear how people are sit down and talk about they're disabled when they're not. Yeah, we hear people out here cry abuse and lock up all their baby father to get all housing and they're not being abused. And when you look, the idiot man come back right here to come live, having a criminal record of abusing you. All these things, bro, the effort that goes on in the black community, yeah. Sometimes we're out here call it out, and too unbearable, man. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why when people go outside and people just look at us and think that we're scammers, we're thief, we're this, we're that. Well, not everybody is like that in the black race, man. We need to do better, bro. Seriously. But nevertheless, I'm just here to unpack the story, the sad and disturbing story, but only over here. Yes, so nice.
He started to cry, and when she cried, you said, "Man, you're crying. You understand? Just keep crying." Because King loved him so much.
Man never loved him, the kid, because the man didn't do what he's supposed to do. Bye. Come now, Rasta, man. Let me hear what you gotta say.
I can't stop crying.
You're not getting him back. The judge has him. The judge have him in guardian, though. You're not getting him back. Come now, Rasta, man. What you got to say?
On the both of them back-to-back travel after one another for his father. So it pains my heart is both of them have to cry about at all times.
So tell me, give me some history though. What was the condition of the child
Listen.
over the years before he was
When he born with his foot funny.
Club foot.
His feet funny with it.
So he had club feet.
Mm-hmm.
The condition is called club feet.
Yes. And he did have a lump in his back.
See?
He has to do the surgery now.
He has a back problem too, guys, and a hearing problem too, guys.
They didn't cut it.
See it there?
Okay, I thought they did cut it. So that's where the condition, and he has to be wearing the pamper.
See it there?
You know, he has to wear pamper, but he knows when he wants to go to the back. When he wants to go to the toilet, he knows if he by me say, Grandma, I'm going down my grandfather, I want to do so. Because I'm at the little place there. So he wouldn't let me take him up my house to do. He just go by grandfather and do what he wants to do. He can change himself and
You're there.
stuff like those, you know, to ease himself. But otherwise, well taken care of.
All right. I don't need to drag out the story because I gotta go, man. Knock yourself out and find the story if you want, man. I want to give you guys a little bit of the iceberg to let you guys know, guys, carelessness and slackness out here. But for the man who's in Britain, if you had all your ducks in a row, well, leave it in the comment section. If you feel like you want to adjust the story and whatever we said about you, the news said about you, the course said about you is not true, well, you're free to come and say your part, or you're just free to kiss your teeth and say, "Tra, it's just a channel is trying to highlight our views off of me," which I'm not. You weren't, in the way how I see it, the court says you're not getting to adopt the child. The court says that your background never pen out. The court said that you lie, say you're at the address for 30 years. And the court said you never act up on the child to go get the child shoes for his club foot. And the court also said you missed couple appointments at the Bustamante Hospital. And the court said that they couldn't find where you lecture in the university. You're a liar and you're a work liar. That's what the court says. So we just have to come out here, come shout and unpack the story. Too much missing children out of the island. Too much black women that get up and breed. Not even get pregnant and have children, you know. Breed and have kids and give them away. Like they're giving away bag of chips. Don't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Better you suffer with your 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 more than to give them away to these people. Because the same story as the Jaden story. Those people that had Jaden, when him gone and they can't find him, they didn't even call him Jaden no more. They call him the little boy. Okay, and I'm just being sarcastic right now. They even at one point they claim that they stop look because people are blaming them. And at one point they come out, I wonder if he's cold. I wonder if he's this. I wonder if he's that. What child is going to run away from a happy home? Not only that, when I come out and claim that because Jaden was playing with the child and Jaden was playing with the child and the child this and the child that and the baby this and the baby that, not a back foot. You know why? Because the woman said that she was careless enough in the other room, didn't know what happened until he hear the baby bawl out, and when she came out, she never see Jaden. Remember? So she go and tell the people them that Jaden told her that the foot was this and he did this to the child and the child jumped and he moved. Nobody was in that room. It was only Jaden, the couch, whatever else was in the living room, and the baby. Grandma was too careless around the other side not watching the baby. Grandma left the baby with Jaden, who's a young boy, to watch the baby. A lot of yous do that. A lot of yous have your children in the house as babysitter. Burn out the kids them with the kids them. Me I go up on the road and leave the kids them and the other siblings. You guys been doing that for years, man. For years, you guys been doing that. When a lot of these children are in school, you can go gallivant the whole day until the kids are ready to come back from school. So a lot of yous out here been having you guys other siblings raising you guys other kids. Yes, dancer, left them pan the picnic them. All kind of story we hear about you. Seriously. All kind of stories around here that we hear. So remember, we're not perfect moms, eh? We try to be, but we're not perfect and nobody's perfect. But enough to do better in the black culture when it comes to the youth them, the way I see it. But anyways, kiss my teeth and pass. Let's unpack and let's wrap up this live and pack up this live like how you pack up dishes or pan and pot, to be honest. Okay, guys? Anyways, let's get into some things quick and fast. From there, guys, we want to talk about here. Entertainers provide 8 million post-hurricane. support for Western Jamaica Hospital. So see the 8 million there, Bounty Keller is there, and whoever else is there. Okay, guys. So if you guys think that's a good look, then I guess that's a good look. All right.
The last thing your boyfriend was
And all of that. Okay. Jumping off of this live quick and fast and staying with you guys. And I gotta run, man. Thursday, and I still gotta go, man. All of those things. All right. So if you like that, that's a good look. All right, then from there, I want to talk about something else. I think I spoke about this man yesterday, if I could find it, but maybe I erased it for somehow. I am not sure, because to keep up with the storage in my phone, I kind of erase certain things that I put in my phone the day before. But nevertheless, I can't find it right now. We spoke about him two days in a row, but let's unpack. So you know the man who came and said something about Epstein. I remember I told you, say he was shamed and he was embarrassed and all of that. The man has to get up and leave. You remember the story that I dropped yesterday? Come.
Agrees to release the Epstein files. Breaking tonight, he says he has signed the bill compelling the Justice Department to release its records about the sex offender. Also breaking here at 11. Former Harvard President Lawrence Summers will take a break from teaching at the prestigious university after his continued relationship with the bombshell Epstein case. Thank you for joining us. I'm David Wade. We start tonight with Brandon Trude, who's live in Cambridge, with more on the fallout close to home. Brandon?
Well, David, calls had really been growing for Harvard to cut all ties with Larry Summers starting on Monday, but ultimately...
Harvard, you would have to cut tie because you have lots of young children, young kids, well, young girls of age is going to university. You have young kids go to university too, as well as in gifted children. But at the end of the day, Harvard, you never do anything. You're late about it, but you should have cut ties with this man long time. You can't be no teacher over there if you're with Epstein and you believe in predator and predatorial behavior. Remember, Epstein was a predator. Epstein was trafficking girls from one island to the next. And they fly underneath the radar, and they say they have big moguls out there on the list, and they're trying to drag down Donald Trump on the list, allegedly. So we're going to see how that pen out, allegedly. Let's continue.
Here, this case continued to gain traction, and students saying that his announcement of taking a leave of absence simply does not go far enough.
Harvard should fire him.
Carl Johnson, good morning. I didn't see you. Good morning.
Treasury Secretary and former president of Harvard University.
President of Harvard University, you know, people. Get caught up with the pedophile, you know, people. So you see what's going on out here? So what did I shout every time? Not everybody gonna go down here. They pick and choose who they want to lock up, like the R. Kelly and everybody else. But everybody else just skim over. Oh, resign, please, and thank you. Oh, just pay the money, and then you won't be the king anymore or the prince anymore. Oh, yeah, just step aside, step aside, step aside. But everybody else clunk, 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 clunk. Seriously? Oh, no.
Larry Summers announcing he will stop teaching immediately.
Yeah, please do, pervert.
Summers decided it's in the best interest of the center, adding he's not scheduled to teach next semester.
Don't teach.
Summers will also take a leave from his role as director of the Center for Business and Government. It's the result of that batch of...
Look how much job this man have. Him can't give somebody one other job. You're a teacher now. Hey, I don't know what's wrong with these people, and they're so greedy for money and get caught up with pedophile. Yo, you're so big and you get caught up with pedophile and now you have to hang up your hats. Seriously. But anyways, let's unpack.
Jeffrey Epstein's emails released by Congress earlier this week. Some show...
You know what made this off, people? When the guard got fired when the email released. After that, it was, hey, fire out here. Firestorm out here. Enough of them going to resign and go down. Remember, I tell you guys this. I called it, but I guess you guys didn't believe me because it's a small channel looking for views in a phone brain. Let's continue.
Friendly messages between the convicted sex offender and disgraced financier and Summers. In one, Summers appears to ask Epstein for relationship advice. In another, Epstein refers to himself as Summers' pretty good wingman.
You there?
You will have seen my statement of regret, expressing my shame.
This now viral video from Tuesday shows Summers addressing the scandal with his class a day after he published a statement.
What a wicked, dirty man. So you're in class where there's girls in there. To say you're sorry because you're hanging out with pedophilers, yo, they should have thrown you on your neck. Somebody should have just started throwing the chair. Bam, bam, bam. Knock you right down in the blackboard. And we don't believe in violence. Don't address that in class. Go address that to the police and the jail cell. Could you imagine? So you saw him get a pass, even get a pass till he could explain that shit in class. Oh, so we are going to shout. When you're white, you're bright, you're right. When you're brown, you stick around, and when you're black, you stay back, back, back. Allegedly, don't mix me. You understand what I'm saying? This is crazy to me, but we're not going to finish unpack this pervert. Not at all. Let's unpack some more stuff on the phone and jump off of this. This is you guys' content. Probably Thursday, Friday content. Probably you guys won't see me until maybe Monday. All right? I'm not sure. But if you guys see me, you guys see me, okay? Turn on your notification bell if you don't want the big bad content, okay? Right here. So you know that EPSN. They said that they got rid of this man. Remember the guy we spoke about the other day? $10,000 for one cheek. Well, when he got caught up in the of the $10,000 cheek with the something that girl who claims say he effed her and all kind of things in her butt. When that man got caught up, this man came out and said, he's my friend. I'm standing by him. He's my friend. And I'm standing by him. And dee-dee-da. And da-da-dee. And do-da-da. Well, they said, right now, we don't need your contract, please. Go ahead. Bye. We don't need you anymore. See ya. Sayonara. Bye. Stick a fork in me. I am done with you. So right here, they came out and said that ESPN contract don't want this man there no more. Willing to remove him from his workload. All of this NBA countdown, this and that. Da-da-dee and da-da-da. So did you know that this was coming after? I sure did know that it was coming sooner or later. Because if one of your friends get caught up in a shit and you don't bring down your friend or bring down somebody in the black community like how nobody stand up out here for Diddy, then you're bound to go lose your job too. Remember, I tell you that if you pick up for your own kind. That's why in workplaces like that, that's why in many places are like that. You know, you're there and you hardly can't talk to your coworker that much because people look, but you can talk to everybody else. But as soon as you start to act black, talk black, hang out with black, be yourself, it's a problem. The way we see it nowadays days. So right here, they said, please, sir, come and hand over your contract. Then he came out and said the story is not true. So when we find out that it's really true with an uppercase T, we'll come back and unpack this quick and fast, all right? From there, guys, we're running. Like I'm running like running and running like running, all right? Where am I? I think it's here. All right, boom. Steve McLaren left one international job after failing to qualify for a major tournament 18 years. True. So I wonder what could have caused this. He's a manager, Jamaican manager. Steve McLaren left one international job after failing to qualify for the major tournament 18 years ago with England miss out reaching Europe 2008. So I wonder what could have caused this. Man, I'll fold him hand. Man, all pissed off. I wonder what could have caused this. Mr. McLaren? Not sure. From there, where we at? From there, we're going to drop it here. Tiny Caribbean islands, okay? Right here. As you guys can see, the record was held by Iceland, who reached the 2008 finals, but their country is far bigger than that. So they're qualified for the first World Cup after drawing with Jamaica. Oh my, World Cup again. Remember I told you guys England? Remember I know this one? Remember I tell you there's some soccer kick-ass gonna be happening out here? Turn on your TV if you're a sports person. Remember I told you guys England in it and this one in it and everybody in it? Watch the kickoff and let me know who win. All right, guys? Seriously. Now we're going to unpack and finish, run up this content and kiss my teeth and literally like pass. Okay, guys? Because I got to run. Now, bam. Remember a few minutes ago, I spoke about the indigenous people and how racism is at bay and how racism is still on inch and how racism is still here. Well, the man won. TD Bank. Imagine that you're indigenous. Your IDs don't look like our ID. Remember, you're the ruler of the land. All right? He ended up go to TD Bank to go open a bank account for this little girl and them call the police. Arrest, come out here, you're a fraud. The man drop a lawsuit on TD Bank and say, move your racist nastiness. And TD had to cough up the money. Right there, TD had to cough up the money and pay this man. All right? He denied service and TD Bank had to settle this human rights lawsuit. All right? So this made it on the news. If you guys didn't hear about it, well, you guys hear about it now first. So this TD Bank saw this man coming to come open an account for his daughter, or granddaughter, they claim. And then TD Bank called the police and lock up the man. What did I say TD Bank did? Call the police and lock up the man. So TD had to cough up the money. See there, he was his daughter. Sheriff Muhammad Banji with his daughter outside Surrey, BC branch of TD Bank. Went to go open a bank account and they called the police on the man, bro. So banks been doing that for a very long time. We hear it in the States where people go with the bank or check, black people, big check, and they lock them up. We hear how these banks will deny people credit, and when you go elsewhere, you apply for the credit card, you'll get it. We hear all of these nonsense. We hear all of these things in back in the days. Well, in COVID time, the black businesses couldn't get no loan from the bank, nothing of that. So they came up with the black bank loan. We heard about all of these stories that goes on with the bank. We hear that when you go to bank, you try to get a mortgage, them give the interest rate higher than everybody. Hey, and the list go on. Allegedly, don't mix me. You guys know what you guys feel when they come to you guys banks, man. Okay? Allegedly, not all of them. Nevertheless, people are going to wrap up this live. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure as always. Okay, guys? Remember, a good Thursday in the man. And remember, so if you get paid today, smile with your paycheck. And if you get paid tomorrow, hooray with it for the weekend. Spend some on yourself. Pay yourself first. Give the kids them little treat. But make sure you're safe for the rainy day. Because when I deal with arms house, when I deal with borrow people things, we're not out here. Big people things, we say independent and self-discipline. Yeah. Okay? And if you're on your way to work already at work, in your car driving to work, big up your ambition self. Because we out here, I do it. And we're not saying nothing about lazy. All right? Lazy man out here gather at a straw. And we don't want to depend that because we're able and out here. For everybody else who's enjoying themselves, big up your nice, clean self. And for everybody who always come watch the content, I love you first. I love you more. Thank you for watching. It's a pleasure as always. Bye.